Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fire going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take you for your money with every spring. And I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. Guitar Players Planet. 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 Sunny skies, the smell of palm tree air. Looking back, I could never feel fair. The way the music has touched my soul, the way that the South holds its control. But I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back from the land of the new. Oh, na 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 na. another lost lone ranger. Can I break this spell? If I do one thing right, I may do two things wrong. If I walk that fine line, I will always take Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take you for your money and whatever else you bring. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. Guitar Players Planet. 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 Sunny skies, the smell of palm tree air. Looking back, I could never feel fair. The way the music has touched my soul, the way that the South holds its control. But I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to the land of new. Oh, na 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 Oh, it worked. It all worked. I think we're good. I just want to double check the audio on.
I still get your background, bud.
Yep, it all works. You still only have my background?
Yeah, I still see.
You don't need. I don't know why. I don't know, but everybody can see me.
Well, whatever.
You can see on YouTube, but yeah.
Yeah, I can see on YouTube. So I guess that's what it matters. What's up, everybody?
Hey, what's going on?
This evening.
I'm just
hey,
see what's
another
going
nice
on.
day.
All right, good, awesome. So, all right. Oh, wow, was that really loud, or was it me?
No, it's not just you.
Is my audio okay? It's just loud on my earphones. Okay. So yeah. So what's going on, guys? How's it going? It feels like I haven't seen you guys in forever. It really makes it. You know, I'm getting like AstroWorld kind of like withdrawal.
Yeah.
You know, you've been dealing with your Islanders, man. So.
Oh yeah. Hey. There you go.
You've been a little, you know, unfocused on AstroWorld.
I've been focused on the only sport that I watch, and this is probably older than you, Eric. I mean,
yeah.
This has got blood and
83?
beer and everything like this. This is actually from the 1983 playoffs. I was there, so I still have it. So that was the last time we won.
That's the last time they won the cup. Was it '83?
That was it. Yep, that was it. They go for it, and then they made it to the finals for the drive for 5, and Curry, Messier, and Gretzky decided to show us the door. So,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
You know what you got to do when you're up against the great one.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean that line was ridiculous. That whole hockey line was outstanding. But what are you gonna do? You can't beat greatness, you know.
True.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
hey, Mark, how are you, sir?
Mark is already starting smack talk on the chat already. but yeah, he was saying that I was going to start complaining about the announcers. I saved that for private, Mark. My language about the NBC sportscasters is just not suitable for even the internet talk. So
family-friendly programming.
yes, at least mostly family-friendly. So I know. I got some new toys. Eric, I think you got some new toys.
I haven't gotten them yet.
Oh, neither have I. Well, I got this one, but that's the 127. I think we spoke about that last week.
Yep.
Well, what do you got coming right now, Eric? What do you got coming?
Yeah. So what I have coming is I have moved away from refractors for a while. I've sold all my refractors and moving back towards Schmidt's SCTs. So Dan is going to help brother out, and he's going to hook me up, you know, and get my my Edge HD. I think we lost signal.
Yeah, no, it's me.
Yep.
It's me. Sorry. The buttons are not working right. Hold on a second.
All right.
Yeah, you've gone completely widescreen.
I know, I see it.
Totally widescreen now.
There we go.
And then Scott's gone totally dark.
Don't worry,
Yep.
it's coming up now.
It's just the Eric show. Nice.
Hey, there you go. I don't know what just happened, but I fixed it. And that didn't work.
So
just leave it like that.
I ordered from Camera Concepts. I ordered the Edge HD 8, the 8-inch, because the 9 1/4 is not going to be around until next year, at least from what we're
that's what we're told.
Rumor pass. You know, it's not going to be showing up until sometime next year. So until then, yeah, I'm waiting for the Edge 8 to come. I ordered some Bob's knobs, and Dan's going to hook me up and install those and come whenever he gets a chance. You know,
yeah, it'll be done tomorrow. It'll go out the door probably Friday.
Well, don't send it out too soon because on Friday I'm out of here.
Oh, that's right. When are you going to be back?
I'll be back. I'll be back around the 16th.
All right, so I'll hold on to it for a week or two, and I'll send. I don't want it to get there and nobody to get it. So.
And nobody's there. Yeah. So yeah, don't send it out until like the 16th or something.
Yep.
But
no problem.
Yeah, it's dark sky time and I can't wait. And I've been keeping an eye on the weather, and it's got me a little nervous.
Yeah, well, you know, that's one of the things we got to contend with this hobby.
You got to deal with. So it looks like right now, Monday looks, next Monday looks good, but then I don't know what next Sunday and Monday look good. I'm going to get there on Sunday. And so the first 2 nights look okay. Don't know what's going to happen after that. So we'll see.
So you got the 8-inch coming.
Yeah, we got the 8-inch coming.
No more mounts for you. You got all your mounts.
I got all my mounts.
You got rid of all your refractors, man. I can't. Out of all the crap we've been talking about on this show for the past year, how we hate Schmitz, and now it's all you got.
Yeah, that's all I got. I got my Rasa, and I'm gonna have my 8-inch edge. So basically, I'll have all 3. I'll have 3 scopes out of 2.
Yeah.
So I've got 400. I've got the 8-inch Rasa, so I'll get my wide field, and then I'll get the reducer, so I can have f7 and f10. So I'll have all 3. So I think it'll be just fine.
Nice. Nice.
So yeah. And even when when the 9 1/4 comes out, I'll probably upgrade to that. I'll probably sell the 8. We'll see.
Yep.
Who knows? Probably sell the 8, and then get the 9 1/4 when it finally hits. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But
well, if I was you, and you were gonna lean in that direction, just put a $50 deposit on the 9 1/4. So we could order it for you, so you have it, and not wait another year to get it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, so give me $50 or $100, put a deposit on there, and then you'll be on the list, and it'll be ordered. And you don't have to worry about, you can pay it off until you get it. You know what I mean? Right. There's no sweat on that. But
right.
But at least you get your foot in the door and leave a deposit, and we order it for you, and then you're on the list, and then we have a date for when it's going to come in. You know what I mean? So instead of waiting until 2022 to say, hey, I want it, and you might be waiting till Christmas or first quarter 2023 to get it.
Right.
So just even though that we have all this back order stuff everywhere across the country, OPT, High Point, everybody is back ordered. Yeah, I mean it's crazy. The supply, just not only is the supply chain broken, but the demand of the hobby has been unheard of since Halley's Comet back in the mid '80s. So I mean, it's really out of control. I was talking to a bunch of guys that's been in telescope sales all the way back when Halley's Comet was coming around, and they could only can compare the demand to that. Mm-hmm. They can't compare it to anything since.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. At least this is. I'm not saying this for, I'm saying this for me. The scammers have come out.
Oh yeah. You and I were talking about that.
Come out, especially when it comes to these high demand telescopes.
Yep. Like the 9 1/4.
Like the 9 1/4 and the 11. Yeah, the scammers have come out. I engaged, with what possibly with one, and called him out, kind of called him out on it. And he dropped his ad like almost immediately
Yeah.
out of AstroWorld.
Good.
So it's just, there's just a lot of shady stuff going on out there. It was on the line. I actually had a beat on a 9 1/4, but the deal fell through because the gentleman who was going to sell it to me, he received it. He received it from Focus Camera, and it was all damaged.
Wow.
The shipping was all, the box, everything was damaged. So
that's disturbing because we've had a number, just with the people in AstroWorld, we've had a number. Now, in all fairness, some of them were packaged incorrectly.
Yeah.
And almost all of the problems could have been fixed if they were packaged correctly. And sometimes they were done by the institution that you bought it from, and sometimes they are done by FedEx and UPS themselves that don't package things correctly, and things come destroyed.
Yeah.
Just destroyed. I mean, not usable. Somebody, Tyler spent $2,300 on a telescope. Spotless. I had it on my table. I was doing the bombs, and I sent it. I dropped it off at FedEx. Told them, spent almost $200 on packing and shipping because I wanted them to pack it. They packed it with 2 pieces of foam, didn't even cover the telescope. The box was smashed, the tube was smashed, the rim was smashed. Thank God nothing happened to the optics. It was just completely out of collimation. But I mean, yeah, it's bad. It was not usable. It was total loss. It was a total loss.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
and that's the thing, when there's some of these shipping companies, man, and you give it to them, you say, look, this is fragile, I need this, I'm spending extra money, extra money on insurance, I'm spending extra money on packing, to get the pack, to have them pack it properly. And it comes back, and then they send it off, and it gets tossed all over a freaking truck or on a plane, gets thrown up on a plane. You end up getting, when you end up getting it, it comes back smashed to hell and in pieces.
Yep.
So,
well, I can pretty much guarantee it's not on the plane like that loose. There's no way. Things have to be strapped down on the plane for safety issues. It's on the trucks and on the belt on the loading docks. That's where the problem is. I used to work for one of these companies, way back. And I'll tell you that some of the stuff I've seen, it's kind of like putting a sign on your lawn that says "Do not walk on the grass." If you put fragile on a box, it's like an open invitation to kick it down the belt. I'm not kidding. I have seen some. I've seen some stuff. There is no way I would trust one of these companies to pack a telescope. No way. I would do it myself. I would go to Staples. I would spend the extra money on the bubble wrap and all the foam. I'd do it myself. I'd do it to the point where you could pack that sucker up and kick it, and nothing would happen.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's nuts.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
So I actually sold my Esprit 120. I sold it. I kept the 127.
Okay.
Can I tell you the Esprit 120 was literally on cloudy nights for a total of 27 minutes.
That's right.
At retail price, $3,200 I sold it.
Plus shipping.
Wow.
Plus shipping.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. He took the shipping, I took the PayPal fees. We kind of split the difference there. So
wow.
Yeah, PayPal's only 3%.
Yeah, but when it's $3,000, it's $100.
Well,
So
yeah, sure.
you
Yeah,
know,
sure.
it does add up. But you know, because the shipping was 75. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the insurance. So
And
more
like,
insurance.
yeah, and like with that guy who I, you know, like I said, I think he was trying to scam people. He was trying to sell what he called a new 9 1/4 for $1,000. And then I was like, we were talking, and then he says, I said, okay, you know, all right, let's talk a little bit more. You take PayPal, and then he comes back and says, oh yeah, my PayPal doesn't, you know, and he said in his advertisement, you know, I accept PayPal and this, that, and the other, but then he says, no, something's wrong with my PayPal. It's not working.
Yeah.
Can you send it to me? Can you send it to me, and you know, through Zelle, through Zelle or Venmo? And I'm like, no, because there's absolutely no buyer protection.
Nope.
I mean, I send off, you know, I send you $1,000. I'll never hear from you, and I'll never see my stuff.
Exactly.
No.
That's like sending him a wire transfer money. I mean, forget about it. It's gone.
You know, it's gone. You know,
I've had PayPal for more than 16 years. I've never once had them come back to me and say, "Oh, you can't do a transaction." Never once.
Yeah.
Never once.
Never a problem.
You know, and it's upset.
For years.
Yeah, it's really upsetting that I know the the astronomy community has always prided itself on the honor system, and you know, I mean, for the most part, I mean, there are some bad eggs out there. Don't get me wrong, but for the most part, I mean, you know, you're able at an astronomy field with 3,000 people leave your $25,000 or more rig out there, and nobody will touch it. Nothing will happen. They may look at it and they may play around, whatever, but they're not going to steal an eyepiece or anything like that. It's not going to happen. But because of the big supply chain breakdown and the unavailability of equipment, it's bringing these guys out that are trying to sell stuff that isn't real. Somebody's selling a $3,000 telescope for $1,000, asking for payment from Zelle. I mean, just when you're out there, when you're out on cloudy nights, Astromart, whatever, just go through the person's ratings, go through, see how many things they've sold, go through and you know, do your due diligence and make sure you don't get screwed, because you can.
You can.
Yep.
The big thing is don't pay with anything that isn't unsecured. That is unsecured. Don't pay with anything that you can't have some kind of payment security in. You're just asking to get ripped off.
Yeah, don't do MoneyGram. Don't do Western Union. Don't do anything like that.
Yeah, no.
PayPal or
it's PayPal or nothing.
Nothing really. That's all. Yeah, I agree.
Nothing. So
I'm going to send Tony bag of donuts to your door.
Yeah.
So, other fun stuff. Here, let me show you. I'm going to show you my screen with you here.
Yeah.
You know, let me see here.
Let me see if I can give you full.
You know, and not for nothing, while he's doing that, you know, the scammers are not. It's not limited to just this hobby. You know, we purchased a puppy a couple months back, and when we were first going through it,
They scammed you with a puppy?
Oh, it's unbelievable, brother! It's unbelievable. I went on Google and I was looking up Australian Shepherd puppies. You would not believe the amount of scam sites that are out there. I was blown away. I could not believe it. And, you know, there's no way that dog is less than $2,000. No way that dog is less than $2,000. If you get somebody that say, oh, yeah, I can get you an Australian purebred for $500 and I'll have them shipped to you free. Stay the hell away from that, brother.
Right.
Okay. What do you got here, Eric?
Ooh.
I have the beginning.
Oh, look at
that.
What is that?
Got it staked.
We got it staked.
Yep.
Got it staked. So
Is this going to be a
tomorrow-
roll-off, or is it going to be a dome?
It's probably going to be a roll-off.
Roll-off?
Roll-off. I've got things staked out. The landscapers are coming tomorrow to start excavating and to put down the gravel pad. And here in the center, they're going to dig down as far as they can go for the pier.
For the pier? Mm-hmm.
Yep, the pier will be there in the center. And so I'm excited. So my wife was saying, "What are you going to do with your pad over there?" I'm like, "It's nothing over there. It's just, So it's just going to get full. I'm going to reseed it. Come on."
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna reseed it?
Yeah, I'll just I'll pull this off.
Oh, that. Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, where my pad has been, and then and I'm just gonna reseed and move on. But Julie's been out, and everything. So what's gonna happen is for a while it'll just be the gravel pad, and then I'm probably gonna build the shed. And
what is that? About 10 feet on the side?
Yeah, it's actually this is 10 by 10.
It's 10 by 10.
Yeah, it's 10 by 10.
You can't tell it. I was in the construction trades forever, can you?
With this angle, it's 10 by 10.
Nice.
So, and the shed is probably going to be like either 7 by 7 or 8 by 8, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Coming soon is at least I'll have the pad and I'll have the pier. And then soon enough, hopefully later this summer, I'll be breaking out the 2x4s and 2x6s.
I'm gonna set this up real quick. Let's show you guys something.
Make sure that they don't short you on your footers. You want nice thick footers for especially for your pier. Get something 10, 12 inches thick. Nice heavy footer, and then put that column right on top of that.
Okay.
Yeah, don't short them on the footers. Footers are very important. It's good though, man. Do you have are you going to do the roll off yourself? You're going to have somebody do it? You got a contractor for it?
No, I'm going to actually do it myself.
There's some great plans online, man. I've seen some great plans for roll offs.
Yeah, there's books out there. There's plans.
Yep.
Either I'm going to build it by I'm going to get just build it wood. Or I've actually been looking at, like Suncast and Rubbermaid sheds.
Yep.
And people have been doing that too. And I may end up just doing that, and reinforce it though with 2x4s inside.
Yeah.
Frame the walls out and reinforce the walls with 2x4s, and then do it that way. So.
Nice.
It's too bad It's too bad you're so far away. I'd load my trailer up and bring all my my stick nailers and compressors over, and we could frame it out for you, just like that.
I've got framing nailers and everything because I
that's good.
Because I finished my base myself. So I built the bar and everything. So
nice.
You guys got to come over to my house because I suck at all that stuff. I'm the guy that pays people to just do it because I'll save it up and I'll just do it right because I'll screw it up. I'm no good like I am probably the most mechanically inept person you will probably ever meet. I'm pretty bad.
Yeah, that's all right. You got other strength. It's no big deal.
Yeah, don't. I'm the guy that somehow figures out a way to bash my finger with a hammer without holding a nail. So
yeah, you haven't lived until you've hit your thumb with a 20-ounce framing hammer. Let me tell you.
Oh, well, I have. But you know what? I'll show you this real quick. Let me see if I can turn this around without dropping the camera. There we go.
I'm dealing with an absolutely wicked delay on YouTube, man.
Dude, that's because your internet is horrible. Get out of the sticks.
No, there's no lag. There's no latency. It's just a delay.
Oh, there's always going to be a delay. It's not going to be automatically live. It's going to be about 10 seconds. But,
yeah, I know, but I can't see you guys talking. You're talking. It's like watching a bad Japanese, Godzilla film.
No. But anyway, so this is the rig that I've been building.
Oh yeah, it's the
Yes.
bazooka.
This is the bazooka. So I was trying to figure, and I don't know if you've been following.
Good God, Daniel, what the heck have you got on there?
Okay, so alright, so I'll go over real quick. Okay, so I got the 127, right? The 80 Esprit, and my Evo guide. Okay.
My goodness, it looks like that telescope's been on hormone shots.
So the whole plan, Eric's like, you guys see Eric's face, is like, what the hell are you doing? So the plan is, and I know you can't, actually you can see it, so I got the 294 on the Esprit. I don't have a camera on this now because it's in a box. I am selling my SBIG with Astrodon filters and opto long narrowband, plus the filter wheels, 8 position, and the Astronomic CLS CCD is in there, plus all the trimmings. So I'm selling that.
What size are these narrowband filters?
Which ones?
Do you have you don't have 3 nanometer Astrodons?
No, I got Astrodon
Okay.
broadband, LRGB,
Oh, okay.
E-Series, second gen, and
Yeah,
I
I got
have the Optolong 7 and 6.5 for narrowband.
Yeah, the ones
But,
you've been telling me about.
I got the Asato on here, the focuser, so I got that all set up. So the plan is, because New York City's skies are just horrible. Anyway. The plan is so I could do one-shot color in the Esprit with the wider field of view.
Yeah.
Do my luminance and narrowband through to 127, all at the same time, running 2 instances of Sequence Generator Pro, running the 2 cameras with 1 eagle.
What's
And that's
that?
it.
What's that rig weigh? That's got to be over 50 pounds.
Not even close.
Really?
43 all told.
Wow. That's that
Everything.
carbon fiber.
You got the carbon fiber 127 there, so
Yep.
that's what I can think.
That's a huge difference. And the Esprit's only 9 pounds.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I actually weighed this with I was scared. I was over pillows and a bed with a little a weighting hook. so it was 43 pounds. So that's the plan. And with the change of the SBIG camera, I purchased a QHY 16200 with a 7-position filter wheel, off-axis guider, and all opto-long and 2-inch filters.
Okay.
So the camera itself goes for about $5,000 without the filters.
Mm-hmm.
I got it for $3,200.
Nice.
So the Esprit paid for the camera.
What size chip is in that camera?
It's an APS-C-H.
Okay.
So that's what I got going. And let's see, this has got to come up. Sorry, guys. Think that'll work. So that's what I got going. Oh, I didn't even show you. So let's say I didn't want to use the 127 for now, right?
Right.
Let's say I didn't want to do it. So now what I could do is I take this guy, loosen it up, slide it off, and I have a dovetail. Where did it go? I don't know where it is right now. But the dovetail that I have is a 350 and a 240, and they're plastered against each other. So now I could slide the eagle on the top and use a 350 for the bottom, And that's it. We're all good to go.
So if you don't want to use the 127,
So if I don't want to use the 127, actually it's down there. But
nice.
yeah, so I could just use it just like this.
Yeah.
And that's
Nice.
it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's my thing. That's what I got going on with that.
That's a monster.
It is. It is. But I think it's gonna.
Still a monster. I mean, look at all that. You're gonna be working on a little bit of cable management there, brother.
Oh yeah, I'm not done with the cables and stuff. Yeah, I was just. Yeah, I got some stuff going on. I had to redo the whole thing. And I also got in touch with Ron over at Moonlight.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna change out the version 2 stepper motor with the version 3 with the built-in USB hub.
Yep.
Nice.
Put that in there. That gets me rid of the Moonlight Duo that I have. When I only use one channel anyway because I got rid of the rotator.
Yep.
So I'll sell the Duo. That's $400 retail.
Yep.
So I'll sell that with the motor. Sell that for $300, and then that's it. Be done. And
Yep.
the last
Nice.
thing that I have in the works is I put my name on a list because of this whole disaster of an EQ8R.
Mm.
Okay.
So I
What's
got
the
that
lead
going.
time on that?
July 2022.
Yeah.
A year from next month. 13 months.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
in all
Wow.
fairness, I got to give it to Celestron. They've already given me nicknames. This is now called the Frankenscope.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, the S big as your baby. Tom Digon said, "What a mess." Mark said, "It's about time I sold the S big." Well, it's not sold yet. It's on the selling block. So that
Yeah.
if anybody wants it, let me know. Hit me up. But that's the plan. So I'm gonna I'll take the EQ8R. I'll put that on the pier. I'll take the EQ6R and use that as my travel mount.
Yep.
And that's it. Be done.
Nice.
And it's
Yeah.
future proof. So if I wanted to get let's say a 9 1/4 or 11 or something heavier, or a 150 or 152 or so, whatever, I'll be able to handle it with 110-pound capacity. That gives me pretty much whatever I need.
Right.
I'll probably have that till I die.
Yeah, that's why you got the EQ.
Nice.
I've got the AVX. That's my travel mount. It's hyper tuned, so it works well. Versus the stock AVX. When I first had it, now that I had it tuned up, and now it's much better than it originally was. So I get good guiding off of it. So that's what I'm taking with me on my trip.
Yeah.
So because I was hoping to, but with everything else, with kids and dogs and everything else, I can't take the Rasa. I don't have enough space to take the Rasa. So I'm basically doing DSLR and broken uns.
Yep.
I'll be using lenses, so it'll be okay. And but I'm still looking forward to it. So it's gonna be. I'm gonna have a
Yeah,
blast.
you're gonna have a ton of fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a ton of fun. So I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, just like you, so you're gonna use the EQ6 for your travel mount. I've got the AVX for my travel mount, so it works. And but speaking of telescopes and all this stuff, Dan, you already know this, and I already blasted this out between us. I don't know if everybody else knows that Orion Telescopes made the official announcement that they purchased Meade instruments.
Mead.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that actually was official last Wednesday.
Okay, official last Wednesday.
No. The word went out to the dealers last Wednesday.
Okay.
Everybody was pretty much told to shut their mouth until the press release went out. And that went out, I think, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And Yeah, so it's not a surprise that me went under or got bought. It's really not. We've been talking
No.
about it on the show for almost a year now, saying how that we gave them till the end of last year. They ended up till June of this year, but it's not a surprise. It is a surprise though that Orion bought them. I didn't see that coming for
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
You know. But I'm interested to see what they do because I know that Mead, right before the sale, Mark is now talking about the Mead sell-off,
Yeah.
that Mead put out to the dealers that they are stopping over 250 SKUs of Mead instruments, including
Wow.
some of their bigger line telescopes like the LX200 and so on.
Wow.
They were only selling like star navigators, Polaris scopes, the really cheapy kind of plastic garbage stuff that you buy for your kids as a first scope.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But I'm wondering what they're going to do to revitalize it because when you buy a name that has, honestly, in my opinion, damage to it, it's going to be tough to rebuild the consumer confidence. It really is.
Yeah, but the Mead name's been around for 50 some years.
Oh, it's been around forever. It was only for a long time. It was only Mead Celestron.
Yeah. Yeah. And when Celestron got bought by who was it? Centra.
Who?
It's like the Chinese.
Oh yeah.
Whatever so Celestron got bought by them like back in 2006 or something like that.
Yeah, me got bought out by Sunny Delight or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And and Orion, and I was looking up, some information. A lot of the scopes that Orion sells, their Orion brands, are made in the same factory as Celestron by the same company.
Mm-hmm.
By I guess the parent company is called Centra or Sintra.
Yeah.
China. SYNTRA, something like that. But how you.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see. Okay, now is our Me telescopes? Maybe they already have been, but I'm not sure. But now are those? Now you're going to start seeing Me branded telescopes that are being, sold by Orion. On the same assembly lines or pretty close by, Celestron.
You'll see it. You'll see it. Yep.
Because like I said, Orion's telescopes are being built by the same company that built, that owns Celestron.
Yeah, all the mirrors and lenses are all done on the same. It's all a different grading system. They could really technically be done on the same line. It's just how much are you willing to spend on that premium glass, or how much, do you want that class B, C, or D glass to cut your costs?
Right.
And that's what it's all about. So it really all depends. I hope they do something good with me because, I'm all for, open commerce as far as that kind of thing is concerned because if it's just Celestron for every, cornering the market for the most part, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, and I don't know, I thought I was watching, I think it was Dylan O'Donnell had posted something, about the Mead sale, and also mentioned something about with Celestron and antitrust, like an antitrust suit. Yep. I don't know what's going on there. But but you mentioned them trying to corner or dominating the cornering the market or something. So that's a good question. Something that we have to maybe keep an eye on.
Whenever you get something that's big, I mean, it happened to Bell when that was big with the telephone industry, and it happens whenever something gets too big. The antitrust laws gets thrown out like a white flag, saying you need to let us in. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
George confirmed it's a Sinta technology of Taiwan. So yeah, so that's going to be interesting about Orion, and I hope I know a lot of the people over at Orion. My buddy Chris is over there. Chris Chatfield, who's been there for a long time. Really good guy. I hope that him and his company go far, because I've actually got an Orion inside. I got 2 Orions in the house. I had 3 at one point. My first telescope was a Meade, 60 millimeter refractor, and my first regular telescope was an LX200. So I mean, I hope it works out. I hope it does. I really do.
Yeah.
But that being said,
my first scope was a Meade as well, and it was a Meade. I can't remember. It was a refractor, and it came with the 9.625
.965.
Yeah, thank you. 0.965 eyepieces.
Yeah.
And at the time, then I realized I couldn't get replaced. I couldn't move up to like 1 1/4 or anything like that.
Nope.
I was like, great, I'm stuck with this little telescope here, and I can't do anything with it.
No, thank God. My first scope was 1 1/4. So, thank God. Thank God.
Yeah.
I tried to look through the .965 eyepieces, and man, the eye relief on that, you gotta stick your eyeball inside that eyepiece to see. It's like it was horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's amazing that's what but that was the standard for the longest .965s, and just to have that little dinky piece of, I don't know what it was. It was like a piece of plastic that you were looking through. It was bad. It was bad. But yeah. So I'm hoping. George asked me if I got first light. I have not gotten first light. I'm getting my camera tomorrow. I hope I have the right adapters to attach it. Because I think I need a 54 to 48 adapter, and I think I have one. 54 is pretty standard for the bigger iris openings and filter wheels and stuff like that for bigger cameras. I think I have one. But I mean, I'm concerned about this flattener that I have. It's the older Explorer flattener that doesn't have the problem with the back focus, that you don't know how many millimeters to go back.
Right.
But it's the older one, but it's only a T42. It's only a T-thread. And yeah, so I got a nice 3-inch focuser with the 42 into an ASPH, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about picking up either a the 2-inch what is it, the Hotech SCA.
Oh, the flattener.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a non-reducing flattener with.
Hey, had I known you were doing something like that, could I just returned the Hotech that I had bought for the 152, like a rivet? I just returned it back to OPT just yesterday.
Shit. Well, I mean, I had a Hotech and I sold it, and now I'm gonna buy a new one. But I don't want to lose the reach by reducing the 952 down to 700. It just seems counterproductive to me.
Right.
But
yeah, sorry, man. If I'd have known, I would have.
I was just thinking about it the other day. To be honest with you, I totally forgot you had one. But what are you gonna do? We should have had the show on Monday.
Yeah, I was cleaning out the refractor closet.
Yeah, well, I'm sure I could get one. Those are pretty standard. Those aren't on back order, so. And those are 48s, right? Those are 48s.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So, let's see what else is going on. So we talked about Mead, Cherry Springs. What's going on?
Yeah. Oh well. Speaking
Yeah.
of dogs, and I know Scott was doing some research for us. So Scott, tell us what you found out.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to get dogs down to Cherry Springs. They have a no dogs policy at the park at any time. They do not allow pets in the park at all. So, and I double checked on that. I called down there and spoke to the park manager, and so no go on the dogs. The other thing is that the dates that we had in mind are not going to work because they got the Woodsman's show the first 10 days in August. So the whole field's it's all booked. So we're going to have to pick a different date.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that.
Yep.
That's either pushing us either the last weekend in July or the last weekend in August.
Right.
Yep. And a month later, they've got the Star Party down there in October. So first week in October.
Which I am not even interested in going in October. It's not even in, unless if you can find me a tent with a heater in it that won't make me sweat during the day while I'm trying to sleep and remain dark. I'm not doing it. Nope. I'm a glamper. I'm a glamper. I'm not about roughing it. I don't want to rough it. I roughed it for years. I don't want to. Listen, if I'm going to go camping, I'm going to have my bacon and my eggs outside of my mosquito tent with the things protecting me, and I'm not going to sit there under a lean-to like I did when I was 13 years old, trying to get pine needles to cover up from not getting wet. I'm not doing it.
You know what, Dan, you sound like my wife. She was the same way. She's like, I'm not, before we bought our camper, she's like, you're not going to put me in a tent. I need plumbing. I need a shower.
No, I don't need that. I don't need to go that far.
I need heat. You don't even think about putting me into a tent. You can forget about it. So that's what we do. We do glamping.
Man, let me tell you. I mean, I tried to sleep at Cherry Springs once. I did it once. And it was the second worst experience camping I ever had in my life. Because try sleeping in a tent at 7 in the morning when the sun just comes blaring in your tent, and now you're in a greenhouse because it's just getting hot and hotter and hotter. And not to mention the fact that you're in your negative 30 sleeping bag because it's 12 degrees at nighttime. Yep. So now you're all sweaty. You were just freezing. And I'm sorry, man. I was miserable. I literally packed up my tent. I called up Millstream Inn. I said, "Do you have a room?" They had one. I packed it all up and I went down there. I couldn't even be bothered anymore. So I wouldn't do it.
That's funny. Yeah, Robin. Robin says because with this trip, I actually wanted to get a tent and go to because we're really close to the Gila National Forest, and that is where the Cosmic Campground is located.
Okay.
Which is one of the first IDAS rated dark sites in the country.
Protected dark sky. Yeah,
protected dark skies. And so I wanted to go there. I'm still gonna go. I might need to take some pictures. The sign and all that stuff. But she says no. You won't even. You can't pay me to go. And, because we don't have the camper, and take the kids and hang out there with you while you're taking pictures. You may have the time of your life, but no, me and the kids will be at the house.
Oh man, yeah. So that's why I was talking with Scott about going because he lives in the area. I know you're a little further out, Eric, and you're probably what are you about 6 hours, 7 hours?
About 6, 7 hours from
Yeah.
here.
So you and I are the same distance. Just you're traveling east. I'm going west. Scott's got like a hop, skip, and a jump, an hour and a half away. But so I was talking. I said, hey, listen, guys, bring your wives because they're not going to want to do the stargazing thing for long. Maybe an hour and they're done.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. All right, I'm going to bed. And so we'll be out all night. They're going to want to do.
Actually,
What is that? Somebody?
sorry. No, that was just me. It was on my phone.
That's okay. Do shopping or go play tennis. I don't know.
Exactly. They're going to want to do, drink some wine. They want to start a fire. They want to have a fire.
Well, you can't have a fire.
Wine. You can't have a fire.
You can't have.
Sorry.
Well, you can't have a fire. It just can't be an open flame, and you have to use propane.
Yeah. And they want to have wine, or they want to, they want to go out and they want to, do shopping or dinner and all this other sort of stuff. And we're like, we just want to sleep. We just want to get some sleep so we can hang out under the Bordeaux 2 skies, the Bordeaux 2, Bordeaux 1 skies, so we can drink, while we're shooting, And it was like, nah, that's not us.
But yeah, it's
so yeah, I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out, George. Yeah, the Pokitex Star Party.
Let me tell you,
my parents live down in Texas, and so I was actually looking at
it's a tent.
That's my North Face 4-man.
Oh yeah.
So.
That's some interesting colors there. It looks like a Minnesota Vikings fan or something.
It's black and gold Steelers, baby. Get
That's
it right.
black and gold? That looks like purple and yellow.
From my perspective, like blue and gold.
Yeah, it looks like purple and yellow, man. You got to get a real phone, man, with some like real color. Yeah, color. You got to color calibrate your phone.
Yeah, I could care less.
But yeah, so you know what? Jeff was telling me a story regarding Nevada Star Party. I don't know if I said anything. Did we talk about this last show?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. So my wife Jen has family in I'm sorry, it's not Nevada. It's Nebraska.
Okay.
So she's got family out there. So we were like, okay, maybe we could go out there and kill two birds with one stone. Or I could go to the Star Party, whatever. So Jeff was telling me, he's just make sure, he said make sure you bring tie downs for your scope mount.
You ain't kidding.
And I'm like, tie downs for the scope mount? I'm like, what do you mean, like stakes, like a tent? He's like, yeah. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like,
more than that, you need like
windstorms.
2-foot augers.
Well, let me tell you, he was telling me about a time where he was, he's there with, his stuff. He's selling stuff at the Nebraska Star Party. He's got his tables with all his collimators and lasers and eyepieces and all that. And all of a sudden, he's talking to a guy trying to make a sale, and all of a sudden, 4 guys come running in the tent, pick up the tablecloth with all of his stuff that's on it, pick it up like the Grinch, and start running with it. Jeff thought that people were stealing the whole thing. He's like, what are you guys doing? Blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, they go, look! And all he sees is this cloud storm coming in, like really. It's like the Wizard of Oz, like total storm. It's like oh my god. So all of a sudden he's like, get to the house. So they all run to the house. Okay. Literally 15, 20 minutes later, the storm is gone, and they go back out, start laying out the stuff. Jeff starts walking the field and sees a guy sitting on the ground, cradling his busted up in 15 pieces, 18-inch Obsession mirror cell. Smashed. This guy was crying. The wood of the Obsession Classic was shattered all over the field. He saw the upper cage. It was probably like 200 yards over. It literally lifted up the 18-inch Obsession and threw it like it was a toy.
Yep.
Yeah. So
yeah, Nebraska's no joke, man.
Yeah. I mean,
I've been through Nebraska many times. I'm telling you, it's 550 miles from east to west. 550 miles. And you can go through Lincoln and head right into central Nebraska. And I kid you not, you can drive for 100 miles and see nothing but corn.
Yeah, it's totally
That's
flat.
no joke.
Nothing.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
wow.
People drive 100 miles to go to the grocery store, one way. It's nuts.
Right.
Nebraska is crazy.
And that's why I will never live in Nebraska.
hmm It's like that in Wyoming, too. Except Wyoming doesn't have any corn.
Wyoming has nothing of anything. Is that
It's
even
desert
English?
out there. Wyoming is really a cool place. Wyoming is the only
They got
state that I
Jackson
think
Hole,
I can
that's
remember. Yeah, well, exactly. And Jackson Hole is beautiful, you know.
Yeah.
But I remember driving with my uncle, going through Wyoming, and we'd pull off to the side of the road, and there's gun benches right there and target ranges down line. You just pull off the side of the road, and you can just you can sight in, right off the side of the road.
Nice.
You don't see that here in New York.
Hey, you know what? I got an urge to just shoot my gun.
Wait. Stop. Are you telling me in Nebraska and in Wyoming, you can actually pull off on the road and they got ranges?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Yeah, they got ranges right up the side of the road. You just drive up, and they got the ranges right there, and you just fire into the side of the mountain. Yep.
See, that
crazy,
is
man. It's
why
wild.
Wyoming, and I looked this up, I promise you, I really did look this up, that Wyoming has the least amount of driver road rage ever, because they could shoot off guns on the highway. That's why.
Yep. They also have no speed limit.
No, I'm just kidding. I never looked that up.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
they have no speed limit in Wyoming. You do 100 miles an hour down the highway on Wyoming, it's no problem.
And I guess that's why, the Wyoming, University of Wyoming mascot are the Cowboys.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, Cody's a real deal, man. You drive into Cody, it's like stepping back into a time machine. I kid you not. It's wild. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, Wyoming is one of my favorite states.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'll probably never live there. I think not. I think I'd rather live in North Dakota, probably. Yeah.
You think it's cold? You think it's cold here? Holy cow! North Dakota?
I'm totally. You think I'm serious? What's wrong with you? I'm going south.
They measure feet. They measure snow in feet in North Dakota, baby.
You think you ain't finding me 100 miles anywhere near Fargo? I'm not going. No, not happening. No.
Yeah.
Of course, those are some of the best places, for telescopes because Portal 2, Portal 1,
That's because there's no electricity.
There's nothing there.
Nobody lives there.
There's nothing there.
No.
Wyoming's probably one of the best places to go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
For stargazing because it's wide open and there's nobody there.
Well, that's why I think
Beautiful.
3 or 4 years in a row, I could be wrong, that Alcon, if anyone knows what Alcon is, it's the Astronomical League convention, and the Astronomical League is one of the largest, not only outreach groups but clubs out there for astronomy, whether you do visual or astrophotography. If you haven't done it, check it out. If you're in your if you have an astronomy club, I guarantee you that astronomy club is probably affiliated also with the Astronomical League. So check it out. but they have hosted in Wyoming Alcon for 3 or 4 years in a row. A couple years back, not recently. They were in Chicago a couple years ago. They were in New York about 10 years ago. But other than that, they usually do dark sky places, and that's why they spend a lot of their time literally 10 miles away from Jackson Hole.
Wow.
And, so, take a look at that.
Jackson Hole is unbelievably beautiful. We rolled into Jackson Hole a few years back, out there visiting family. And you get out of Jackson Hole, and you get out the car, and you look 360 degrees in any direction. It's all mountains. Yeah. It's unbelievably beautiful. They had, I kid you not, they had the best looking Denny's I have ever seen in my life. It was like a French restaurant. It was unbelievable.
Lumberjack slam. That's what I'm going there for. No, but I see Jim Astro logged on. I see.
Yep, and the doctor's in the house.
Yes, yep. The doc's in the house.
Yeah, my buddy Ron, he's in there. Mark is always talking smack, and Astro Playground. Oh yeah, you're here.
That's me.
Yeah, that's guy. But no, there are some there. I will hand it. Like to Wyoming, North Dakota, the Dakotas in general. There are just certain places in this country that you can find those Bortle 2, Bortle 1 skies because there is no one out there.
No.
There's like almost, they had they're small towns. There's it's like back in yesteryear, like back in the day, It is awesome, especially for guys like us to have, if you have an opportunity to go to places like that, it's going to be awesome, to have a scope out there because, especially if you're, if like for you, Dan, people who come from, like a metropolitan area and they just want to get away and go on a vacation and they end up going, like to the Dakotas, or to Wyoming or wherever, and they see these skies and they're blown away.
Yeah.
They're absolutely blown away to see, wow, there's actually stuff.
What is that, a tornado? What is that?
No, that's dark skies. That is the dark skies map of Wyoming. The upper, this up in, other side. Over here, that's Yellowstone, right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? And you see all the gray? That's all Bortle 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so you really need to check the color on that because all your gray looks green, I think.
But even if you look at this, you look at the number of, the majority of this is probably what? Bortle 5, Bortle 6 at the most?
Yeah.
In those areas?
Yep. The whole state.
Yep.
The whole state. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
yep.
So
they've got hot spots in cities, but that's about it. Most of the state is Bortle 2. Yeah, it's crazy. It's beautiful out there. I mean, if you've never been to Wyoming or out in Montana, Wyoming area, there's nothing can prepare you for that kind of dark sky experience. It's something. It's like trying to describe what a banana tastes like to somebody who's never had one. You can't do it. You have to experience what that's like. It's unbelievable. It's amazing.
Just one thing, just really quick about the Southern Sky Challenge. I haven't sent out the emails to the winners yet. I plan on doing that tomorrow. So Mark, Sean, and Alex, if you're out there, I know Mark is out there, but I don't know if Sean or Alex is out there. I'm going to be sending you and Explore, Ron, and Camera Concepts, the winners. So you could pick up your vouchers and get your coupon codes and all that kind of stuff.
Congrats, guys.
So George said his fervent hope is to hear the theme of Deliverance while doing AP work in the middle of nowhere. Hey, listen, George, as long as you don't squeal like a pig, I'll be okay.
That's the wrong part of the country, baby. You need to go deep into the South to get into Deliverance country. Wyoming, they don't know from that.
Hey, I'm sorry. Deliverance is probably the third most disturbing movie I've ever seen in my life. That was just, oh my God! It just, I have nightmares about that movie. I really do.
Yeah, it's right up there with The Exorcist.
No, this is a different type of. Exorcist was just frightening. It was scary. This was
brutally scary. Yeah.
This was more like mentally scarring. Completely different type of thing. Oh, Ron, stop it, Ron. Stop it. Oh no, I can't.
Oh my goodness.
This is going south very fast.
Hey, by the way, the not to change the subject too radically quickly, but some of the upgrades that I suggested for the Losmandy heavy duty tripod that they are doing out there at Farpoint, they have now made the decision to take the ideas that I had and incorporate them into their regular production. So now you'll be able to purchase the upgrades that I suggested to them on a regular basis. They're not going to be a special order. They're going to be additional upgrades that you can get, which is really nice. So they've got these new tie-down anchors on the legs, on the three legs, where you'll be able to run straps or turnbuckles or however you want to lock it down. But they also now have the extra large battery tray. So for people that aren't using a battery that's this big, they've got the extra large battery tray that is also available.
Goal Zero.
Yep, for your big batteries. So, which is really nice.
No Country for Old Men was definitely like that as well. That's just shocking. And really good. That was a really good movie. That was really good. I enjoyed that one.
I actually enjoyed No Country for Old Men. I thought it was a really good movie.
I gotta watch that again. It's been a while since I've watched that one.
But no, it's what else is going on? Let's see. So Southern Sky Challenge. What we got coming up? We've got Karina. Correct.
Yeah. So starting last week. For anybody that's watching, we are doing our second Southern Sky Challenge, and it's going to be at a Karina, and we're going to be using iTelescope. We're going to be using iTelescope this time, and we're still, I think Friday night, we're going to pull up iTelescope and take a look at the framing to see which telescope we want to use and where. So that's going to be the next one. So whoever wants to, and let's see if I can do, is that it? No, that's it. Sorry, Scott. but
what happened?
You're like the guy from Home Improvement right now that you only see the top of your head over the fence.
Mike Wazowski. I'm like Mike Wazowski.
So if you actually, that's info at AstroWorld Web. You can email me, but you can PayPal any donations you want, and all the donations do go to Astro Acquisition on the telescope, and it's PayPal at AstroWorldWeb.com. So
how do you do there, neighbor?
Oh God, go away! Let me get this out of here. Stop! Go away. That was very disturbing. I don't want to get that close to your nostrils ever again. So,
oh wow!
Oh goodness!
So Etta Karine. So if you haven't checked out the website at AstroWorldWeb.com, check it out. I will put up the rules, regulations, and all that kind of stuff for the next challenge, and that'll probably happen Monday, Tuesday. I'll have that all up and ready by the next show, by the next Wednesday night show. I'll have it.
Cool.
So,
nice.
So check it out.
So I know that there are some people out there that have never heard of Dan's custom pure plates. Put a plug in for Dan. But I know I know our Dan knows about them.
It's not me.
But I just got this from Dan, and it is a beauty. And look at that. Look at that. Look at
And
all
that's for which
6
mount?
bolts on that bad boy. That's for the Losmandy heavy duty with the mount.
Gotcha.
So the RST 300 will sit up here, and it'll be bolted 4 bolts straight across.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, it is a beautiful piece of metal. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he
David did a
does
really
good
nice
work.
job.
Does a lot of good work.
He really does.
Yeah, he does.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. If you need a custom pure plate adapter, check out Dan. Dan's custom pure plates. He did a great job. Little backlog on the anodizing, but other than that, it was great.
Yeah, but you know, but I think we're kind of getting used to waiting for stuff. But
Yeah.
Oh, and just so you know, those Antilla filters that I'm waiting on,
Mm.
I emailed OPT and said, hey, by the way, can you give me the 2-inch version now because I won't have the 36 millimeters anymore. So.
Oh, call him back. Tell him you still want the 36s. I'll take them. Seriously, I'll take them.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'll take them. I'll send them. Tell him you want it. You still want them. I'll take them.
Okay.
Yep. Because I don't know if I'm ever going to get those Astrodons, to tell you the truth.
All right. Let me see what happens. So I'll see if I can get in touch with them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they changed anything because it takes them 3 days to answer an email. So.
Yep.
And what time we got? We got
2-inch. George is saying 2-inch Antilla filters will be out late June. Yep.
late June. Yeah, that's if you ordered them 3 months ago. So that's when their first releases are coming out. So we'll see.
You did have the unmounted ones, right, Dan? 36.
Oh yeah. I had them for the S-Big filter wheel. So
Cool. Yep, those are the ones I need.
So, but
And
now,
if I ever do get my hands on some Astrodons, I can just, I can have those either as a backup or I can just sell them. So it's not like, they won't sell.
now I have that 16200 coming with the 2-inch filters. I'm like, dude, I'm so psyched. I'm so psyched.
So, all right, we're in June now, and
Yeah, we are.
so, we got June targets coming up,
Yep.
and one of my favorites, Rofi,
Yep.
is
back.
It's back, as well as one that I haven't had the chance to image, but I'm looking forward to having the opportunity, which is just above Row is the blue horsehead.
Sure.
So that's one that is out now. Of course, we have Row out there and blue horsehead. You've got M24, the Sagittarius,
Yep.
the cloud, the Sagittarius
Star
cloud.
Cloud. Yep.
So massive. And so if you've got a DSLR with a shorter focal length,
Yeah, like the 135 like you got, or even shorter.
35s, your 35s or your 24s, go out there and have at it. This is DSLR time for me.
Yep.
This is Milky Way time.
Yeah. Yep.
At this time of year, this is Milky Way.
Yep. It's
And,
going straight up.
It's going straight up. And there is an app that I purchased. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this app called Photo Pills.
No.
Oh, yeah.
And Photo Pills is an app that is very good for planning your photography shots, especially outdoors, your outdoor landscape photography shots. And they have a setting for Milky Way photography, and you can plan shots. So, say if you wanted to try to get the galactic core, you can then time. You can see what time the galactic core will be rising. Now, for us, the galactic core is pretty darn low.
Yeah.
For us. Even when I head down to New Mexico, it's the highest it's probably going to be is about 15 degrees.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really hard. But this is a great, but it's a great app to use to plan for your Milky Way shots. Um, and so that's one thing I wanted to put out there. At this time of year, June, if you do have it, and if you're interested in that type of astrophotography, you can get out there with your DSLRs and and have a little bit of fun. And if you got star trackers and stuff like that, break them out, because I guess this is one of the times to really use them.
Yeah.
If you've got and go after those really wide field, shots. One thing I'm learning is about all this, the different types of astrophotography that are out there. Of course, you've got the planetary, you've got deep sky, and you got land, and I've got landscape and Milky Way. So it's going to be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, especially when you're out there with the AVX and your 135. You're going to be.
Yeah. I'm going to have a lot of fun because I've got the 24 millimeter Rokinon, I've got the 135, I've got the 14 mil, so, and then my other lenses that are in between all of that, even the basic lenses that you have that are stock. Some of those f4, f5 stock lenses, you can use them, and you may have a little bit of aberration around the sides, but you can still use them, and they'll still give you some pretty fair pictures.
Yeah, I use this guy. This is a nice one. This is a 28 millimeter f1.8 prime Canon, and it works great.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yep.
If you have like a nifty 50 or even anything smaller,
Yep.
those are the way to go.
I'll show you my.
And you got what else? Of course, then you've got M16 out now. You've got those.
You got 13, 92.
You got 20. You got
28
out there. Yeah, I mean,
you got that whole Sagittarius star cloud right through the teapot. You got that whole area.
Yeah. So
if you get like M20 and M8 one shot, that'd be a great shot.
Yeah, and I've actually got that shot with my Rasa.
Nice.
And I did that with my Rasa. Probably wasn't my best processing with the one-shot color. So that's one that I'm going to go after again. Is improving on what I've learned, and I'm going to go after that one again. And I was lucky enough to that's right in my backyard. I was able to take that from my backyard. So it was it's a good shot to use, especially with that 400 millimeter. You can fit it in the nice framing of the two.
Yeah, I'll show you eventually what I'm kind of working on right now.
That's my DSLR Milky Way lens that might go to.
That's 14?
14 to 24.
Yep.
Yeah. That lens is freaking awesome. Landscape and Milky Way.
Yeah, the one thing that sometimes that that's kind of difficult, I guess, having the zoom lenses can be, keeping it at that focal length.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't do something special, to make sure that it doesn't move.
Yeah.
That you don't.
You mean the zoom on it?
Yeah. Sometimes I've heard that it can be kind of difficult if you're not using like a prime lens, but you're actually using an actual zoom. Sometimes it can be a little difficult because you can knock it or something, and then you get knocked in. And
the cheaper lenses, I would agree with you. This thing actually, it's the zoom on it is fairly tight.
Okay.
It does not move. I mean, I can set that 20 and really move it around, and it's not moving nowhere.
Moving nowhere. That's good.
Yeah, but more of an expensive lens. So
Yeah, I'll show you real quick what I'm working on if I can find out where the desktop share is on this, because it's a little different.
The only downside to a lens like this is you can't put filters on it. You can put filters behind it, but you can't put filters up front.
Well, you have to buy a kit. You have to get like 100 mil, like those 100 mil square. Filter lenses,
I've got those.
Stuff like that. You know, and what's difficult with those is also you can't really, for Astro, you can't really do flats.
Nope.
With those pedal type,
With the tulip.
Yeah, with the tulip, hoods like that are especially,
made to diffract the light away from from your object.
Built into, it's integrated onto the lens, so it's not, you can't remove it, so it makes it kind of difficult.
Yeah,
those are my NDs, the 100 mils.
Yep.
And then the grad NDs, which are the even bigger,
Yep.
But
here you go is what I'm working on right now. Let me share this real quick. And this is what I'm working on right now. So I got M13 there.
Yep.
This is literally really early in the process. I'm just at deconvolution right now. So it's not even be permanently stretched yet. So
yeah, I love the Hercules cluster. It's beautiful.
This is actually the decon mask that I'm using. But this is synthetic luminance. I'll show you the that's the RGB 60 that I got right now.
Okay.
And that's, again, I have done nothing to this yet, but I mean, looking pretty good so far. So that's what I'm working on right now.
Yeah. What did you shoot that with?
This is with the 80 and the S-Bit. Literally 15 and 60-second exposures. This is the 15-second one. This is the 60-second one. So if you want to take a look.
Last year I did M13 and 15, which is the Pegasus cluster. I've got a video of the three, because I also did the Perseus double.
The NGC 869 is one of them, I think.
Yeah. So I did the double cluster, M13 and M15 in one night on the Rasa.
Nice.
And they came out really nice. They came out really good. I mean, I was doing probably 30 or 1 minute exposures, and I was getting some really good detail.
I'm sure, especially F2. So
yeah.
So I was shooting, what is it, F7? So
yeah.
So all right.
Yeah, we're gonna do some live stream too, aren't we? On live capture.
Yeah, if we ever have clear skies, yeah, no problem.
I just need to figure out who's gonna do the wide field, who's gonna do the the tighter. I mean, I can leave the 14 set up, to run 2700 millimeter, but I can also put the Rasa.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up, because right now, because I'll be waiting a year for the next mount. So I'm going to have the 127 on the EQ6, and I'm going to have the 80 on the newly hyper-tuned Atlas that I have off to the side. So with the 80, I'll have the one-shot color on it. So I'll probably stream with the 80.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking, because it's got the one-shot color and it's wide field. So
because I mean, even with the Hyperstar, my 14, the Andromeda Galaxy is I can get the whole galaxy in there, but it's tight.
Yeah,
I mean, at 2700 millimeter, I'm looking at the core. Or parts of the galaxy.
And I'm playing
or
with
the
this
other
guy.
Little galaxies around it.
I'm playing with the LE Eagle. So
Yeah, how are you getting along with it with the LE right now?
honestly, I haven't even turned it on yet. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff at work, so I really haven't. I've had it for a week, and I literally just took it out of the box yesterday, I think, to take a look at things, and it's solid. It's the same construction as all the other Eagles. It looks like that the bevel on the sides are a little bit thinner than the Eagle. It's not as smooth. It's a little bit rougher than that. I think that the anodizing on the Eagle Pro is a little bit nicer, to be honest with you. And I think so. With the Eagle Pro, the bottom piece is flat to the corner. So if you wanted to take off and get on the inside Eagle, you just take off the 6 screws that are here, and this faceplate just pops off. It's actually split down the side over here. So it's kind of like flipped over, so it's not flat. Not necessarily a bad thing. It's just different. But as far as everything else is concerned, I mean, construction-wise, it's the same solid construction. M5 and M6 screw holes on both sides.
Okay.
So it's the same exact screw holes as all the other Eagles. Actually, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. My bad. So the cutout is exactly the same on here. I just thought it was different on the Pro. The cutout is exactly the same. My bad. I was just looking at it now and I didn't see it. I guess mine's just a little bit older. But so I'll be playing with this and we'll see.
Okay.
Nice.
Hopefully Jeff doesn't want me to give it back anytime soon.
We got a few more minutes.
Yeah, got 3 minutes.
Yep, because I've got to get a hard stop because I've got to do a couple of things.
I know you do. I know you do, my friend. I know you got business to take care of.
I got biz.
But so Sun Sky Challenge. Start your donations for Etta Karine. Everyone gets the data. Be on the lookout for dates for actually Friday night. We'll probably come up with dates on Cherry Springs, a new date because of the Woodman people. They're doing their, I don't know, log dragging contest or something. I don't know what they're doing. But and that's it.
Yep.
And that's it. Right?
Yeah, and for those that haven't been made aware of it, the Monday show is moved to Friday.
Yeah, so we're moving from Monday to Friday. Apparently, a lot of people watch on Fridays, so we decided to work with our viewers a little bit to be on when they're home. And so we moved from Wednesdays still seems to be a great night. As far as our viewers are concerned. And so we'll be on Friday night at 8 and Wednesday night at 9, as usual. And if for any of you were wondering, and nobody's asked, so thanks for asking, guys, where's Jason? Jason had a show, and he is actually working, so we wish him safe travels. He did travel quite a ways from where he lives, and he should be back. I think he's only there for 2 days, so he should be back for the next show on Wednesday.
Week.
So yeah. So
cool.
Eric, any parting words?
No, it's just clear skies, everybody. I hopefully I'll be able to do something, while I'm away and give you guys something to see while I'm in those Portal 2 skies. So I'll be looking forward to getting back home and sharing all of my adventures with you guys.
Oh, we also forgot to mention Tyler too. So Tyler decided to save the bandwidth because I'm running the show. So he decided to take the night off. So
Isn't that
yeah.
what
So,
again?
Mr. Astro Playground. Any
Yeah,
parting words?
just keep the positive energies going. That all of my equipment makes it from UPS to my house from California in one piece.
I'm trying to zen it out. I'm zenning it for you.
I'm telling you, I got that RST 300 that's coming. That I'm not so much worried about the tripod, and I know they'll pack that real well. But man, I hope that they just pack the living daylights out of that mount.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But,
Made it all the way from South Korea. You know, you'd think it could come across the country in one piece.
You never know.
So
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. I wish I could say that with the history of the last couple of months. I gotta tell you, I'll be sweating till you get it. So, but Tarek jumped on. Hey Tarek, how you doing?
Yep. Yeah.
That's
He's
right.
been talking in chat.
Yep.
Yeah, yes.
But all right. So I guess that's it. So we'll get those dates up. We'll be on Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't know what we're going to be talking about, but we'll talk about something for an hour or two, or 2.5, whatever time we decide to go to bed. And that's it. So, guys, great show. Have a good night, everybody.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. All of our viewers.
Safe
thank
journeys,
you so
Eric.
much. Eric,
Thanks,
yeah.
bud.
Drive safe. Get back to us safe. And try and get some good shots. Hopefully the weather will cooperate for you. So
Fingers crossed.
yeah,
Let's-
you got it.
let's
You got it.
let's get
Definitely give
clear
us some
skies.
updates so we could throw it out there for you.
Yep.
And we'll do that. So, guys, ladies, people, have a good night. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And as always, if I can find the button, keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And
Clear
we'll see you
skies.
next time if I can find the close button because I can never find it on this thing. There we go. Have a good night, guys. Take care. We'll see you on Friday
Good
night.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
See ya.